let's get this thing started. I got an hour. Oh, I'm huge in there. There we go. I got an hour, so we're going to try to run this real quick. We won. Kayak Adventure Series. We'll go through the videos first that they have posted. Real quick, let's see what we got.
Oh my God. There we go. There we go. Let's go.
That was a really good fish. This is Briary Creek. This place was dope. And that's Casey. Oh, Jake. I'm right here, Fox. I'm right here. This is the events video. They just posted it probably 20 minutes ago. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So this is all the... no, this is North Carolina, Virginia border. Dude, people were getting it, dog. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome, dog. Yeah, Tyler ran the river and he worked him. Nice. Dude, they were getting it. Looking at so many viewpoints, man. It's very refreshing. This series does really well. This series does really, really well. Spinnerbait and smallmouth.
PB. 20 3/4. Let's get a release on this thing.
Yeah, I should have stayed up there for a couple more hours to go explore the smallmouth bite, but I did not. Oh, that is so adorable. That is adorable. Look at that smallie recover. Oh my gosh. That is so dope. Just sat there, just getting all the oxygen running straight through its face. That was my teammate Hank. Oh my gosh, dog. I just got one. Yeah, it's seeming going to be the way to go. I just got the X5. Just got the X5. Picked it up. It bought it yesterday. Came here today. Oh man, if he would have caught that, I don't think that would have put us in first place, but that would have put us in a good spot. Hey, there's your boy. There's your boy.
Where's the bigger bite? One that can tear this thing apart. Yep, that's what I need.
I called for that fish and I got it. I called and got it.
Go. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, I tried to stay professional.
Whoever saw me up top said,
I tried to stay professional with that drone.
He know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
So good. Elvis was getting in them. Oh man, he was also in the river going for smallies. That's a good ass smallmouth. This camera view is pretty dope too, but I look around too much, so it'll get people sick. That's the only problem with the hat view. That's the only issue with the hat view. Yeah, this tournament is a bass tournament. This is a bass tournament. Heiko babies.
There we go. All right. All right, tell us about your fish and how you caught it. And
It's crazy. So Heiko goes two ways. This is the second version of Heiko. This man lives on Heiko. Dave is a Heiko connoisseur. And these are the two styles of fish you will get at Heiko. You'll get the itsy bitsy baby largemouths, or you get gargantuan largemouth. There's only two versions you can find. The in-betweens are hit and miss. You can only get smalls, and you get too fucking big. Good Jesus.
we don't need 5 of them.
It's the only two flavors you get at Heiko. Good job, Brian. Oh, that's a good one. This also looks like Heiko. Yeah, I caught 3 about that size, but I wasn't at Heiko. Yeah, I caught 3. I needed 2 more bigs. I lost 2 bigs, but I needed 2 more in the boat. Would have been really good. Really, really good. I would have came home with a lot of hardware. Yeah, the smallmouth. So I'll show you guys the area, but you'll see Fox. It's pretty dope how this series goes. No, you can only use artificial. But I just wanted to show you guys this really quick. We're going to go to the standings, and then we'll go into other stuff. But this gives you guys a good idea of what we were fishing and all the different varieties that you could fish it. It's a very good Very good series with a really good variety of how you can fish the thing.
Which event were you registering for? Then you're going to get your $50 gift back if you're in the individual division.
I'm in there. There I am. I'm in there. I'm in the middle. I don't have matching uniforms. There's my boat right there. Oh man, dude, they did such a good job doing this shooting, man. They did such a damn good job. Oh, there I am. There's Jake. There's Ron. There's all the people of South Boston that hosted. Oh man, they did a really good job.
Say hi, guys.
Yeah, they should. Or they could have slowed up this part because there was no audio.
Let's do it. Why don't you come over here, Alex? You guys together, get on either side of me. We got a kind of winner here, so let's find out. So if you guys want, we can actually turn around here and take a look and see. Elvis, you're going to take that title, or is it going to be Alex? 94 3/4 inches. I need this right here. Right here is the champ. South Boston Masters. $4,000 Richard right here, Alex. $4,000 Richard. I'll give you this here.
Oh man, it's so cool.
It's a wide angle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that.
Oh God, no Osprey. No, he was not. There was a couple. I think there was like 2 other Asian gentlemen that were fishing, not including his son. His son is also his son was also fishing. Fishing in the Asian community are 1 and 1. Like that's
The hell did I hook?
dude.
This can't be a bass.
There's never going to be an event where you're not seeing
Dude. Oh my God.
someone of Asian descent in there. Yes, this matches what Dave did.
Oh, big bass.
No, this was so. I'll explain it in a little bit after this video.
What's up, baby? Might have just caught big bass.
That was a good way to end it. The wife called me right when I caught that fish. But so this one measured 20 inches and 20.75, but it took me about 5 or 10 minutes to get it to calm down. It took me about 5 minutes to get it to calm down. And if I would have pinched its tail, it could have been a 21. But I took it with it at 20.75. I thought that was really good. So, yep. Inches. Yep. 20. Yep. 20 and 3/4 inches. But it definitely could have been a 21. And we'll look at that now. So, that was the Kayak Adventure series in a nutshell. I will show you guys how it looks on my side. Oops. And how the event took place, and then we'll get into all the details and information because we only have another 43 minutes. So I got to get all this information out quick. So it's called the Kayak Adventure Series South Boston Bassathon, right? So here's all the water we were able to fish. So South Boston here, that's the yellow. Let me control zoom. There we go. Here we go. Cool. So you guys can see it. So border of North Carolina and Virginia. The highest point here is Briary Creek Lake, where we'll talk about that. Second, I think this is Bannister Lake. Then you have, let me see if I can get this in maps. Yeah, I'll just go into Google Maps because it'll show you all of the water that's available. Okay. All right. So here's South Boston, Virginia, right? Right here. So the Dan's River is available. John H. Kerr Reservoir is available. Mayo available. Hyco available. After Bay Reservoir available. Bannister Lake. Here's Staunton River. Where's Bannister? Oh, here's Bannister Lake. The Staunton River. All Staunton River available. And all the way up here somewhere was there it is. Briary Creek Lake. So you could fish anything that's looking blue here that eventually connects here. Anything blue that eventually connects here. I'll say it one more time. Anything in this hour range that is blue on the river or on the lakes that connect here are inbounds. I kid you not. All of that is inbounds. So we're talking hundreds of rivers and streams that connect into John H. Kerr Reservoir are inbounds. So you could be in all of these places and get going and get and fish. So like any don't eat all your snacks, baby. Eat food.
I had to try it.
You about to walk into the room? You about to walk into the room with your bag? No, I can't. I'm doing podcast or I'm doing a video right now. Is it good?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's good then. All right, I'll try it after this. So, that's the whole playing area, which is dope. Let me get back in there. Adventure series. So really dope for fans, photo galleries, and South Boston. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. So we won. Everybody should understand that one. We'll go over the fish I caught. Here's our 21. This is the one that was caught on day 2. Really good fish. Here's the one that was caught on day 1. And this is why I say it could have been a 21. So I got it to touch 20 and 3/4. But look how big that back tail is. Yeah. That tail could have been pinched and probably reaching that 21 range, but she was giving me so many problems that I just needed to get her back as fast as possible. And the back of her tail and everything, like all her fins and stuff, are turning red from stress because we were wrestling in the boat for a bit. Like I said, it took me about 5 minutes to get this picture perfect. Next fish is a 20 1/4. Not as healthy as the other ones, but definitely healthy. It has the length. So post-spawnish kind of feel. With an hour left, we caught this. Very clutch fish. Very clutch fish. And then earlier in the day, that morning, we caught this 16 and what I have it at 16 1/4. We caught a 16 1/4. So right there. And then right behind us was Elvis with 94.75. So I had a 16 in here before. So if we take this back 1.25, I'm at 94.25. So I lose. I would have lost by a half an inch if I didn't catch this 17. I would have lost. I literally would have lost if I didn't catch that fish on day 2. So, yeah. Oh, I caught the 16 on day 1. Okay, cool. I thought I caught this on day 2, early morning. So yeah, I caught this one day 1, and then this one came day 2 late, really late. Yeah, what time? 12:43. Yeah. So yeah, it came late. Tournament ended at 3. Notice same fish for fishing in an aquarium. Yo, you can definitely get your pictures put in for investigation, but the judges should be catching that off the rip. But yeah, after the tournament, they do, you have a 3-day grace period to go against any of the photos or any rulings of any fish caught. Yeah, they give you a 3-day window, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of what happened Let me get my details. After Bay Reservoir. Okay. All right. Let me get all of my details set up and talked about first. This is After Bay Reservoir. We fished here for 2 days. Water temperature day one was 75. We got there at 2 o'clock. I think I want to say we got in the water at 2:05, two something like that. And then no. It started at 3, so we got in the water. We got there at 3, and I think we got in the water like at 3:02 or something like that. We were late. We were supposed to be there at 2:30, but we were late. Um, Nonetheless, uh, After Bay on day one was in the 75, and I think right when the sun was starting to set, we were at like 77, 78. On day two at 6 o'clock in the morning, After Bay was at 73. By the end of the day, it was at 78, I want to say. So that goes with it. Day one, there was light wind, but there was a huge destructive storm. Lightning thunder. It came through lasted probably like 20-25 minutes, so almost a half an hour. Cold rain. And then on day two there was heavy winds, like high teens, low 20s. Gusts were in the mid 20s. Water clarity slightly dirty, but I would say about a foot of visibility. And what am I missing? Yeah, I think that covers it. So we got our notes out. Those are all I got. Look at all fish. I got you, Wolverine. So that's how our day started. On day, like I said, day one starts at 3, ends at 7. So our day one definitely launched here. I didn't go any further normally than this zone here, so I stayed all in this zone for a majority of my day one and day two. Day two, at the end of day two, I ventured all the way back here. Yeah, day two, I ventured all the way back here. I didn't realize I should have went straight. Now that I see that, Breeze, don't come in here and start looking feet. Hey, stop licking feet. You're fine, baby. So, good girl. Hey, pretty. Stop licking your feet. Your foot's okay. Yeah. You're going to have stinky breath. You're going to have feet breath. So, day two, and what we found in practice was the grass. Go to mommy. What we found in practice was there's a lot of weeds that are growing on the bank line because this waterway has been dropped down about 8 to 10 feet. So weeds have grown inside of the bank line that's water hasn't touched for like the last couple of months. And recently we got a lot of rain, so it's been holding on to that rain water and rose up just a little bit to get its the roots of those weeds and everything kind of soaked. So we have like a slightly submerged vegetation. During practice, we definitely saw fish, bass, and bluegill living and running and eating all throughout that weed line. So for practice, that's what we targeted with a popper, a fluke, and I think just a popper and a fluke. I think I threw a wacky rig in there too for practice. But when I came there for practice, I was only there for about an hour and I caught a limit within the first 45 minutes. So instantly I knew that it was going to be a good bite. We also went up to Briary Creek for practice, which I showed you guys up here north of South Boston. And practice there was also phenomenal. I tried to stream it, but connection was definitely in and out. But I will say Briary Creek Lake is a hidden gem for Virginians. The place is like a baby Lake Fork. Where is it at? The place is like a baby Lake Fork. There is trees in like 20 or in 30 plus feet of water. It is actually very scary. Where's Danville's there, so South Boston's here. So that means that Briary Creek is right there. Oh, that's Bannister. So Briary Creek is somewhere up out there. It is. Yeah, Briary Creek's right here. Hey, Breezy Breeze. And we fished the south end of it. With the gentlemen that were doing well were fishing the north end, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so those were our 2 practices. We also went to Heiko. Heiko, I also caught a limit within 2 hours. Nothing big, nothing crazy. But we also tried to fish some of Kerr Scott Reservoir down here at Nutbush. We fished this area, hooked into a striper and caught a dink bass. So that was not fun. Then we came home. So for the tournament, like I said, for that Friday afternoon evening, we fished After Bay, and we fished this area. Popper, Fluke, and what else was I throwing? Oh, Nico rig, a popper, a fluke, and a Nico rig. So we're about at this point at around 5-ish. That's when the storm came. So about 5:30 it ended. We caught one on a chatterbait here, and then we decided. Well, I noticed that the rain was super cold, and with that really really cold rain, and the light wind that we got, the bait started rising, and there was way more activity on top of the water. So I then motored back all the way over to this point here. There's a road that used to be from this point here all the way over here, and I'm guessing it must have connected to that road, or pretty much there was like a road right here somewhere between these 2 points. There was a road bed, and I came back out here in the middle of nowhere, and that's where you saw that last part of that video where the wife gives me a call, and I caught that 20 3/4, that really really fat fish. A couple of casts later, I hooked into something that looked like it might have been 18 or 17, and it came off on its like first jump and splash. I'll get to the editing of the videos probably later, if not this week, next week. But at that point, we ended day 1. I think we caught a couple more, but we definitely ended day 1 in 6th place with 79 inches flat. Leader was holding about 90, and so yeah, from 90 to 79, 6th place. Really really tight race. The person leading it, Tyler, it was his tournament to win, his tournament to lose, just based off of the lead that he had. I think second place to him had 86. So the way that Kayak Adventure Series works, it's your best 5 fish over 2 days. So after we end on 7, we start back up at 6 o'clock, and that goes from 6 to 3. And then your best 5 fish in those, 12 hours is what wins it. So fast forward into day 2. I'm just waking up around 4:30, and I'm talking to Hank. I'm like, Hank, my teammate is Hank. Oh yeah, for the team side, I think we were in 2nd at this time, or we were in 1st place. I can't remember, but we were doing really well as a team. So going into day 2, waking up, talking to Hank, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to probably make that hour-and-a-half run from where we're camping at, which was Heiko, because we were camping right down here at the campgrounds, wherever it is. Is that a gypsum? What is this? Oh, okay, that's the what you call it? The nuclear plant, hot water discharger. Where the heck is the campsites? I don't know where I'm at. Oh, here it is. It's over here. So yeah, we were camping in the campground somewhere over here, like around this turn, or was it up here? Nonetheless, I think we're up here. Yeah, we're up here. We're right there. Yep, that was our campsite. I think that was our campsite. Because McKinney was up here. So yeah, we were somewhere down here. But yeah, that was our campsite. We were in that area, and it takes an hour-and-a-half to get all the way up to Briary Creek Lake. Hank talked me into it. He said, hey, just go to After Bay. You know what you're doing. You're catching quality fish. Go back there and burn it down. Catch as many good fish as you can. So that's what I did. We came back to After Bay, and we fished it. And we fished it pretty hard. So same strategy. We came with the same stuff. We had the top water bait. We had our popper. We had the fluke. And we had the also tied on a wake bait. So we get out first cast on the point, looking for that big, looking for big girls in the morning. I throw a wake bait. wake bait gets destroyed. I think it was a 16 or a 16 and a quarter. I think it was a 16. Nonetheless, that's our 16. We got a call. That was good. I think it took out like a 14 or a 14 and a half. And then as we progress, I think we caught maybe one more that was an upgrade. I think we caught like a 15 at one point over there. Then we get around to the point. Still just catching normal, like small, nothing really crazy. And right about here, I think this is, I want to say about 7 or 8 o'clock, and the wind just starts howling. I'm talking, it is running me off the, not running me off the water, but it is a good amount of wind. So we cross over the lake and we're coming over here. Same thing. We're still fishing the same stuff, catching like nothing that's giving us upgrades. I go all the way to the back of this cove, nothing. And then on the way back up the cove, I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm going to tie on a spinnerbait. And then I look in my bag or look under my seat and realize I didn't have a spinnerbait tied on at all. Or I didn't have a spinnerbait in my boat. I had one, but it wasn't the right like spinnerbait that I wanted. But I did have a swim jig underspin from Megabass, the Uozi, and I set that up, and then I mean literally tied it on, and I was going to head back to Main Lake and fish points with it like a spinnerbait. As soon as I got about to like right here on the point, I mean I got my trolling motor full speed. I'm just chucking and winding, short cast, chucking and winding, short. And then there's like 2 sticks coming up, and I throw right between the sticks, chuck it right between 2 sticks, wind, get past one of the sticks, and then it locks. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. About another 14, 15. But it said, it told me, hey, this will work. And I was like, okay, cool. It's going to work. So I come around here. Was it this point? I think it was this point. Yo, what's up? Thank you. Was it this point? I think it was this point. Yeah. So I come around this point, and I'm just chucking and winding. I remember saying I didn't like the way that this. Oh no! It was out here. So this doesn't show it. I'm gonna have to bring up Google Earth Pro and show you guys what it looks like when it's drawn down. I think there's one in 2000 and something that has it. After Bay Reservoir. It's really dope because the old pictures of it show exactly what I'm talking about. Perfect. It definitely shows it. So the launch is here. Yep, this shows it perfectly. All right. So you see that little saddle here? Wind is howling on this saddle. I mean, howling. And sure enough, that's when that clip came in the video that you guys just saw. Let me go back to that video. I'm asking for a big bite because I've caught 2 fish back to back. I caught one here, and then I catch 2 back to back right in this saddle. And then I'm right here on this point, and I'm casting into the saddle that's getting hit by the wind. So it's like a wind-blown cove, air quote. And it's just getting wrecked. So I cast back in. I'm like, yo, I just need that bigger bite. Come on, blah, blah, blah. And then sure enough, lock in, bam, 20 and a quarter. Yeah, what's up, Sweet Dreams? Locked it in, 20 and a quarter. I hated this bank line, so I just kind of bull rushed through it. I found some micro bass back here. I failed at catching them. I then come over here. I catch another fish. I think I catch 2 fish over here. One in that corner and then one right here. But yeah, so that's the old road bed I was talking about. So it looks like the road used to come out here and connect there. But in between there's like a 6-foot deep road bed, and off the left and right side of it, it goes down into 12 feet. So it's really dope. Really nice area to keep coming back to. They kept reloading in that area. So I come around here and I fish this saddle right here. And I think it was, yeah, I fished this saddle. I catch another one. I think it wasn't that big. But in this saddle, there were a couple of turkey vultures on the point, eating like an old carp body or something like that. But right here in this saddle, I was like, yeah, there's got to be a fish, because I didn't catch anything in this saddle. And as you guys can see, if this one's getting ripped, hit up, like it's the same angle, same, like it was a pattern. It was wholeheartedly a pattern. The wind is hitting this one. The wind is definitely hitting this one. You can kind of look at how they're set up and how they're like how they bow. They're almost identical. So I get to this saddle, and sure enough, locked into. I thought it was small at first. Swear I thought it was small. Yes, Sweet Dreams, I do, and I actually have everything recorded. and I thought it was a small bite. So I'm lifting, I'm trying to get it in because I've been caught too many small ones. I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And then I can actually feel the weight. It's like not fighting with, it's not coming towards me anymore. It's actually trying to resist. And this thing is heavy. I'm like, oh, this is not a small fish. Reeling, reeling. I crank on him to get him up because I want him up and in the boat as fast as possible. Comes up and it shakes it. And I got it on video. It is a good fish. A very good fish. And I lost it. I scream out no. I do all my ugh. I then think, it's time to, kind of lock down. I'm doing good. I need to kind of keep my head in the game. So I fish the point and I'm still spinning out. In my head, I'm still spinning out. So I get to about here and I'm like, yo, just fuck it. Reset. No, I got everything recorded, Sweet Dream. So we're good. So I said reset it, hard reset, and let's start back here with the same bait and run the pattern all the way back until I get to that point, which I did. I kept everything in my hand. We hit the point. I threw out there. I threw all the way around on all these little saddles. Mind you, the wind's still going crazy that way. I know that the good fish are going to be up top on this windblown side, but I need to clear my mind. So I run all of this. I get here and then I cross. Once I cross, I catch one here, not an upgrade. I get to this point, bruh, locked it up. That was our 21 incher, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we call another 21. So now we got a 20, 25, 20 and 3/4, and a 21. We are dangerous. I think I also had a 16 and a half and a 16. We are dangerous. So I keep running everything. Wind doesn't change, but I'm not getting any bites. So after I catch that big one, I run back here. I try to run this saddle. I ran into a turkey hunter back here. He had his bass boat back there, and I run on that, run this saddle again, run the point. Yeah, I pretty much run everything. And around this time, the tournament director calls me. No. I was like, okay, let me just go and fish this back area. If you guys can see, there's vegetation. So right here on the edges, there's nothing but little pointy weeds that are getting submerged. So I just decided to grab the fluke and start running that. So we get all the way through here. I think I get to about right here. I think it was before the turn. So yeah, I was somewhere over here, and the tournament director calls me and say, hey, we're heading your way. We're going to have a drone. Can you send me a GPS drop pin where you're at? So I send them all the information there. We keep fishing. We catch a couple of fish, nothing big. And I think eventually he catches up to me somewhere around this area. And shoot. Baby, was I on the phone with you when I caught my 17? I don't think so. So yeah, so at some point between the tournament director getting there, at some point between the tournament director getting there and me talking to my wife, somewhere in here I caught a 17 and a 1/4, 17 and a half, whatever was posted, and I didn't think too big of it because it upgraded my 16, which was cool, but I explained it earlier. It was monumental in the wind, and so the director brings the drone over, and I'm talking to the wife on the phone. And somewhere, I think it was this one right here in this cove. No, it was this cove. Because it had that little lip. Was it this cove? It had to be because it has that extra lip in there. It had to be. It had to be that cove. So, because I fished that little creek back here. Right here, I was talking to the wife. The drone's already come by. I didn't really catch anything. I got some small bites. I missed maybe one fish, but it was a little dinky fish on the fluke. But right here, I'm talking to the wife. And I forgot what we're talking about, but I gave up on my retrieve, and I can see my fluke. It's a wing fluke, so it suspends like really well. It's a really slow fall, and I just saw it just sit there and start slowly drop. I kid y'all not, a mouth came from under that thing and just fucking destroyed it. And I'm talking to her. I was like, oh, he ate it. I was like, oh, he ate it. Hold on. And I swung that motherfucker to the heavens on the hooks. I said, wham. And held on to him for, a zig and a zag, and then he came off, screamed again, no, and I was pissed, I was about to get spinning out again, And then the wife was like, nah, shut up, keep fishing, blah, 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 blah. And then right when that happened, the fucking drone comes back. I'm like, oh, all right, drone's back. Gotta keep my composure. Can't look like no bitch out here. Like I just lost a really good fish. And so we kept fishing all the way through. I was fishing a fluke for a bit, and then I switched to a cut tail worm, like a speed worm, and I ran that through all of here. And I mean, I was catching fish. I was catching like almost every other cast. I'm catching a fish, probably like all in the range between 12 to 15. Nothing upgrading, and it's about 145, 150. And I said, okay, we're just gonna go back and fish everything in the front. Didn't catch anything else. Oh, I caught some more. Nothing that upgraded me. Nothing that kind of changed the tide. So I was pretty much stuck with the 320s, the 17 and a quarter, and the 16 and a half. That's what I was going into weigh in with. That was my only call. The good thing about the 17 and a quarter is that the tournament leaderboard went off around that time. So I was able to put that 17 in without anybody knowing. So at that moment, everybody kind of still would assume that I'm at that 95 and a quarter. I have not made any upgrades, but I did make one upgrade. So that is how that ended, and that's how we won. That 17 and a quarter came in clutch. We won by 3/4 of an inch. So really, really tight race. Everybody was fishing to get that W. I will definitely say I got lucky, but I if I would have had those two fish, I'm pretty sure I would have blew the competition away. But I'm pretty sure the competition would say if they would have had a certain amount of fish caught, they would have blew me away. So nonetheless, it was a great tournament. Kayak Adventure Series is amazing. Real quick, day one issue that I ran into, but what makes this series so dope, and I said it during the award ceremony, but day one, I wrote the day one code on my day two side. Any other tournament series, all my fish for whatever had that incorrect reading, they're disqualified. They're denied. But Drew and his team actually have a common sense rule set. So there's no way I could mess up on a 2-day card on day one if I write the right code down. That mistake is null and voided. As long as you got the day one code somewhere in your picture on a device that is permitted to be written on, you're good. Doesn't matter if it says day one or day two. Now, if you write day one code for a day two fish, that fish is denied. So me making that mistake, I thought I cost myself and my teammate the loss in the day of like 4 hours, because this is before I caught the 20. So I would have came in there with like 120 and then a couple of like small dinks. So huge shout out to Drew, Jake, and everybody at the Kayak Adventure Series. That anywhere else in the nation doing a kayak tournament, those fish are disqualified. So huge props, because that is a really dope rule to have. Like that is extremely cool. So second place was Elvis. Elvis was in some river. I don't know what river he was in, but the river was rivering. Tyler was also in the river, and that river was rivering. Adam and Nate were both fishing Brary Creek. Will was fishing Heiko. Garrett was fishing Heiko. I'm sorry. Will was fishing Mayo. Garrett was fishing Mayo. Dave was fishing Heiko. I think Rick was fishing Mayo. Or, yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, it was a really, really good turnout. So 95.5 wins it. Really good tournament. I thoroughly enjoyed it. For everybody who came in late, we're going to run the video back one more time for everybody. And I'm pretty sure that covers everything. So I'm probably going to end it after that. If there's any questions or anything like that, we can get into that after the video, and we can look at the pictures. But yeah, at 8 o'clock, I have another, it's not a podcast. It's a community forum talk with Brian Latimer and the Straight Up Fishing community. They wanted to hear about the win too. So I'll be double speaking everything pretty much tonight. So let me see. Let's get to the video. I think that's on YouTube. And where's my history? We'll watch this and then go through the video, the photos. What he's seeing right now is exactly what I was seeing when I went out there for practice. There are huge fish around trees in 20 feet, and they're big.
How big is this fish? Oh my God. There we go. There we go. Let's go.
What I've been telling you, it's nothing like it seems. It's what I've been telling you. Oh, you'd learn what I mean if you came. But the risk, are you willing to take?
Those shots are freaking fire, dog.
Caught my PB. 20 3/4. Let's get a release on this thing.
Look at that big ass smallmouth. They're so fucking cool. So cool.
That's freaking awesome, guys.
No, baby. That's my teammate losing a fish. Damn you, Hank! Oh man.
Where's the bigger bite?
Here it
One
is.
that can tear this thing apart.
Literally, this is that fish after I swapped over to that swim jig underspin. This is the third fish on that swim jig underspin. Called it, dude. I knew it had to be there, dude. After getting smashed by those two fish, there had to be a bigger fish there. Oh,
Exactly what I was looking for.
so good. So good.
Yo, that's exactly what I was looking for.
So good.
Thank you, whoever saw me up top and said, yeah, he know what he doing over there. He know what he doing. He knows what he's doing.
There I am again. What's up, Pat?
Heck yeah. There we go. All right. All right, tell us about your fish and how you caught it. And
So I threw this fluke right on that point right over there, and I was twitching it past and smoked it.
awesome. Good job, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
For anybody in chat, that is the write-up YouTube guys and gals. There you go.
Series, South Boston Bassathon. We're gonna need 5 of them.
Hey, Crowley. Oof. Yep, get the net. You ain't picking that one up in there. Just get the net. I didn't realize it was jumping around like that next to the boat. Oof. That's Heiko. I don't know where Eric was. I want to say he's probably at Mayo with Brian.
You big girl.
Which event were you registering for? Then you're going to get your $50 gift back if you're in the individual division.
Say hi, guys.
Who's going to take this title? You guys want to find out?
Really, really good venue. Crazy amount of water. Water's the availability of water was stupid. So good.
Elvis, you going to take that title or is it going to be Alex?
Carolina Basco.
94 3/4 inches.
95 and a half. Yeah. $4,000 richer right here, Alex. osprey.
Oh God, no osprey. Got him.
Fishing that right off.
Osprey
I'm
chill.
on the road bed,
Osprey
fishing
chill.
out of it. Osprey's fishing too. He caught him a good one too. We were both fishing. Same rocky road bed.
The hell did I hook? This can't be a bass. It is. Oh my God.
Love that sound. Don't get it wrong.
Big bass. What's up, baby? Might have just caught big bass.
Zach got a bass.
That's dope. And that's how it ends. So, great event. Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you, Webster. You guys have a great one. We'll probably kick in some more editing and talking videos. If not tomorrow, sometime this weekend. We don't have any tournaments this weekend. We have tournaments next weekend. So, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Hood Skills, I didn't even see you jump in there, man. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, y'all have a great one. I'll talk to y'all, if not tomorrow, day after. But yep, y'all be safe. Talk to you.